There is a new mystery in Appalachia. Bethesda is making a huge announcement soon, and there's more major issues on the table. It's news time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. First of all, let me tell you guys, there's really a lot going on with the game right now, but sadly, most of the news are major game-breaking issues like perk coins disappearing or corrupted data in some characters. Even allies are suffering from a recent bug, and there is a new type of hacked weapon on the wasteland. Now, the vendor bug is still around, and not all the new Brotherhood of Steel random encounters are alive, sadly. Hey, at least Bethesda is going to talk about upcoming life quality improvements tomorrow. And meanwhile, there's a mystery, sort of Easter egg for you guys to solve. Let's start exactly there. Alright, so yesterday my friend Maddock Roth saw a Twitter post about a new supposed mystery. I asked the poster about the exact location where he found this strange item, and later I went to explore it myself. The exact place is here near Helvetia, on top of this red house, in the nearby area. You will find a tent, a bedroll, a radio and a fireplace, but there's no lore, no notes, no terminals, nothing. Then, near the rock formation, you will see something red popping out of the ground. If you put your camera under your character and then enter photo mode, you will easily get inside the map and able to inspect what's going on there. And here it is. Surprise, surprise, it's some sort of vertical flag with numbers on it, 1904 to be exact, like a year. Now, why would Bethesda add a random flag in a random place with a random year? By the way, maybe this Easter egg is not exactly new, but I never heard about it before and I couldn't find anything about it either, so I am assuming it is something recent. On the very least. I decided to Google search this date and I didn't find much. Actually, in the Fallout franchise lore, nothing much happened in 1904. However, if you Google Bethesda 1904, something interesting comes up. It seems like there is a chapel in the UK with the same exact name, which was founded in the same exact year written in the flag. Now, this could mean something, but it could also be just a funny coincidence. I mean, Bethesda never makes such connections within real-life religion, as far as I know, so it would be very strange if this is indeed a reference to this chapel. But I also found out they have a very old charity project focused on helping disabled people, and as we well know, Bethesda often supports charity causes. So who knows, maybe it's really a tribute to this chapel with the same name as the company itself, Bethesda. Anyhow, I'm just presenting my findings here. I'm not saying this is what the flag means. Far from it. It's a possibility, that's true, and I think everything is very strange here, but maybe there is another explanation we are not aware of yet. Or one of the devs simply had fun adding a random flag for no good reason at all. It wouldn't be the first time they leave random items behind. It could also be that. Well, if you guys have any ideas or know more than me, you know what to do. Feel free to share in the comment section below. The next news comes straight from my own experience. It's a one-of-a-kind news, I believe. Jokes aside, in the past couple of days I found a few queens in a permanent frozen state. Just to make things clear, they hardly landed, yet they were frozen for minutes in mid-air, which highly suggests something is not right. I mean, it's pretty much impossible to freeze the queen when she's flying, even less get her permanently frozen for minutes. At least the first time, it was quite hilarious to watch people chasing the queen in a line, you know, like a train line, as she moved like a snail in the sky. Ooh. do? I mean floating. She could hardly move her wings, the poor thing. Anyway, I searched around and I didn't find anything related to a freeze or a cryolator glitch, so I started looking for new hacked weapons, which would explain this new sort of effect. For those of you new to the hacked weapon issue, there's a lot of them, but the most popular one by far is the hacked 50 call, which misses the handle and does insane damage. It can also kill the user if you stand in front of them, which is a very clever tactic to use against this type of cheater. Moving forward, while looking for cryolators, I found this hacked one for sale with a minigun barrel, which obviously will shoot much faster and allow users to permanently freeze bosses like I am seeing. Yep, mystery solved. It's not a bug or an exploit, it's just players using hacked weapons and creating their own sort of gameplay effects, which happens to affect others since this is an online game. All you have to do is submit a report if you spot players using such hacked weapons. They are fairly easy to identify if you know what you're looking for. Just look at that long minigun barrel, for example. The original weapon looks nothing alike. But don't just start reporting people for using a normal cryolator. Please don't do that. That makes no sense and it wouldn't help anyone. So make sure you are correct before you go ahead and report players for hacked weapons. Before we jump to the new heavy problems, let me inform you that Bethesda intends to share some spicy stuff in the next Inside the Vault article, which should get published tomorrow, 10 of December, the same day Cyberpunk goes live. I know a lot of you guys are excited to play this game, so there you go, a small reference. Anyway, what is Bethesda going to announce exactly? That's a mystery. I actually couldn't find any clues, so I will give you my own opinion on what they should announce. They really need to change the rules for the new Brotherhood of Steel gear. It's almost impossible to roll legendaries for the recon armor and the new weapons, for example. They really should bring back the legendary module crafting system and avoid all this pointless RNG despair we are living right now. Other than that, I'm sure they will come up with some more bug fixes and other minor changes, which should go live in January 2021. Let's wait a little bit longer and see what the big news are about. There is a really heavy bug related to Perk coins, as reported by a friend of mine. Thankfully he was recording at the time, otherwise I would have no way to show you this bug exists, and it's very real. Basically, when you scrap Perk cards, there is a slight chance you will lose most of your accumulated Perk coins. And no, they never came back, hero logged and no change. Meanwhile, I tried to find more reports to learn more about this issue, but I couldn't find anything at all, which suggests this bug might be rare or fairly new. Otherwise, social media would show very different results. I think this is just a very rare bug, but still, if you end up losing some Perk coins while scrapping Perk cards, don't be surprised. This bug is real, it's there, and hopefully it will get fixed soon enough. Have you ever heard about corrupted characters? Well, in Fallout 76 that can definitely happen, as shown by a recent report by Scormy. I'm leaving some of the support ticket exchanges he shared in here. Feel free to pause and read the entire emails for more details on what happened exactly, but overall Scormy lost a bunch of items from one of his characters. The items were just gone one day. After contacting the support team, he learned that his character had some sort of corrupted data, and that's why some items were gone. Bethesda also told him there's nothing they can do to restore these lost items or to conduct a character reroll. Their best recommendation was to play the game using another character to prevent any further lost items due to the corrupted data in that same character. They also claim the issue requires file repairing, which should happen with an upcoming update. Now, can you imagine this happened to you? Your main character had corrupted data and you couldn't really use it anymore for who knows how long. That's harsh and unacceptable. The good part is that not a lot of players seem to be affected by this issue, but still, when you think you have seen it all, Bethesda always manages to come up with something even worse. The bad news don't end here though. I also looked into another rising issue reported in my Discord server. This player mentioned her ally has been bugged for a month now, so I put my detective hat on and started digging. I found over a dozen of reports from the last couple of weeks where players claim their ally is either gone from their camps despite their item being spawned, or the second type of report is about frozen allies. They are there at your camp, but they hardly move or leave their personal items, which happens to be the version I have. I remade my camp last week and ever since my Beckett doesn't leave his bar. He is always there. All he does is give a few steps back and then he's leaning on his bar once again. I even let it recording for minutes to see if he would go anywhere, but as you can see, he is sort of stuck, frozen in place. Like his action code lines are either gone or corrupted, they no longer work. Have you noticed anything like this about your allies? It is quite possible you didn't notice yet, because I didn't until I read this post in my Discord. My ally is bugged for over a week, but since I never pay much attention, I had no idea it was happening. What about the vendor bug? Any changes there? Well, not really. I know you guys are dying for a fix on this one. Me too, trust me, but nothing much has changed in this department. In fact, there are new reports about this bug where players can just grab stashed items, which ended up placed on vending machines with no price due to this major bug. For those of you who are not familiar with this issue, the bug basically pulls random items from your stash and adds them for sale. Then other players can just grab them for free, which results in lost items for you. It's a very inconvenient bug, to say the least, and that's why a lot of players choose not to have any vendors. It's the best way to ensure you won't lose any items through vendors as well. I have been using this trick for a long time because I really wouldn't like to lose any of my stashed items. So better safer than sorry. That's what I usually say when people ask me about what to do. Moving forward, you probably heard about the new Brotherhood of Steel random encounters. I've been covering some of them in the past week, such as Felton Reed, a new Scribe Aspirant, and even the Brotherhood of Zeal, featuring 3 new named NPCs. Now, besides these 2 encounters and the faction ones, where random Brotherhood members will fight off other factions like super mutants, blood eagles, and creatures, there's nothing much to explore. In other words, the other new encounters are still locked. They are in the game files, yes, but they are not live yet, such as the Brave Knight, Aspirant Knight, as well as the Brotherhood Mother and Son encounters, although they are being data mined as we speak. For example, the Mother and Son is already on Wikipedia with some details. It seems like you will have plenty of dialogue options to advise the Son to join different factions, including the Brotherhood of Steel. When will these new encounters be live, you may ask? Well, I'm assuming with the next update, but that could easily change. Back to the bug universe, you probably noticed that you no longer can build normal flamingos or the wooden desks. That's because there is a new bug ever since update 24 went live, which kinda made your character forget the respective plans. Yeah, you need to find and read the plans once again before you can build these items again. I know it's a hassle. I didn't even know where these plans drop anymore because I had them pretty much since the first weeks of release, but here are the details in case you are wondering. The Flamingo plan can drop from workshop rewards and you can often buy it from Graham. If you are able to find him. He's a pretty busy guy, you know, he's here and there, very difficult to find. As for the wooden desks, they can only drop as workshop rewards, so the best way to learn these two plants again is by claiming workshops and hope the RNG gods are on your side. Season 3 is almost here. It starts on December 15, and with it, dozens of new items will join the wasteland. Two of the highly anticipated items are the Inkwell backpack and outfit, and here's a preview just for you. I think this should help you decide if you want to invest into completing Season 3 or not, because my friends, these two items are basically end season rewards. You can unlock the backpack skin at rank 93, and the outfit unlocks only at rank 98. Pretty much at the end of the scoreboard, huh? So if you wish to get these steampunk items, you better start the grind right away. To finish off, let me do a quick overview about the latest Atomic Shop update. First of all, Bethesda didn't add any new Christmas items yet. In fact, most of the old decor is still not live this year. They added some ginger Thanksgiving items and the Scentotronic, and that's about it. On the other hand, they added a new bundle, the Shelter's Mainframe, which comes with 8 different terminals for that epic terminal customization, as well as other new items, including a lamp, a stash skin, and a fake plant. Actually, this is a light plant, don't be mistaken, as I was. At first, I thought this was just a metal and plastic plant, but it's actually a lamp. You can find it under lights, not floor decor as I thought. The light is pretty strong too, so this is a very innovative item in my view. The Hollywood light is also really strong, and if you add it inside the medium shelter room, for example, it becomes so bright that it kinda blinds you. Look at that! Even my back is bright and there is no light source coming from there. Lastly, the mainframe terminals are a really great addition to the game because, well, besides looking cool, you can make your own terminal set. There are 8 different ones, so there are dozens of possible combinations. You can also merge them with pre-existing terminals, like the one attached to the scavenging bot. You can make it look slightly different and unique. So this is one of the best items they have added in a long time, I think. Have you ever heard about a black inventory? Well, that happened to me a few days ago. I was repairing my shotguns during combat and suddenly my inventory turned into a giant black box. I couldn't click or select anything at first, but thankfully escape worked and then the inventory came back to normal after reopening it. Now, that's a scary visual bug for sure. Anyway, that's everything for now. I hope I could keep you up to date with everything Fallout 76. I am Marta Branco and I'm preparing my very first stream event to support the Fallout for Hope charity project. Besides hanging out with you guys, I am also going to air some exclusive panels, which I'm currently working on. It's going to happen on the 17th and 20th of December, so make sure to tune in. Now, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and a special thanks to all my supporters. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content to let YouTube know that you enjoyed it. And I will see you all very, very soon in the next one. Until then, take care. Adios. Bye bye.